Okay, picture this. You just bought what looks like your absolute dream car. The paint is flawless, the interior is spotless, the engine sounds amazing. But as you drive it off the lot, what you don't know is that this exact vehicle has a flooded past and a critical, unresolved airbag safety recall. It's a complete nightmare, right? And unfortunately, it's a relatable nightmare for so many used car buyers because it literally happens every single day. Well, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're going to make absolutely sure that never, ever happens to you.
Because we really have to ask, what is your dream car hiding? Hidden auto fraud, things like odometer rollbacks, title washing, or severe structural damage can turn your perfect purchase into a massive, costly mistake. The stakes here are incredibly high. We're talking about protecting your hard-earned money and honestly, way more importantly, your physical safety on the road.
So the crucial point is, and I think this quote from the California accident attorneys really hits the nail on the head. They say, every year, millions of vehicles on U.S. roads have unresolved safety recalls, and many drivers have no idea their car is one of them. Unresolved defects aren't just, minor inconveniences. They can lead to life-altering accidents and incredibly complex personal injury claims down the line.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today's explainer. 1. Introduction to VIN and NHTSA. 2. Free steps to check a VIN. 3. Understanding the VIN report. 4. Practical tips and insights. 5. Real-life case studies. And 6. Conclusion and next steps. I promise you're going to walk away knowing exactly how to uncover any vehicle's hidden past.
Right, moving along to Section 1, Introduction to VIN and NHTSA. So think of a vehicle kind of like a person, right? It has its own unique DNA. The Vehicle Identification Number, or VIN, is a 17-character alphanumeric code that acts as a vehicle's permanent fingerprint. Standardized all the way back in 1981, this code stays with the car for its entire life. I mean, license plates change, owners come and go, titles get reissued in different states, but the VIN remains exactly the same. It permanently encodes where the car was built, its engine type, the whole shebang.
Now, where do you actually find this 17-character DNA strand? You're going to want to hunt for it in multiple places. Look through the lower corner of the driver's side windshield, on the dashboard. Check the sticker on the driver's side door jamb when you open the door. And critically, check the paper documents, the vehicle title, the registration card, your insurance documents. Verifying that the VIN matches exactly across all these physical locations is your absolutely crucial first step. If even one character is mismatched, man, that is a massive red flag for fraud.
Next up, enter NHTSA. That stands for the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. They're the federal agency responsible for improving motor vehicle safety on U.S. roadways. But for us, as folks looking to buy a car, they are the ultimate authority on vehicle safety standards and basically the gatekeeper for free safety recall data.
Which brings us to Section 2, the steps to checking a VIN for free.
Okay, let's walk through this together. This process literally takes 2 minutes, and it is completely free to access this federal database. Step 1, navigate your web browser to nhtsa.gov/recalls. Step 2, locate that exact 17-character VIN on the vehicle you want to buy. Step 3, enter the full VIN into the search field on their website and just click Search. And Step 4, carefully review the results page for any open safety recalls. It really is that straightforward, and it's just such a vital process to make sure the car you're looking at isn't hiding some dangerous secret.
All right, on to Section 3, Understanding the VIN report. Now, what's really interesting about this next slide is how we interpret the actual data NHTSA gives us. When you run that search, you're going to see one of 3 specific statuses directly from the source. First is Recall Incomplete. That means an active safety recall exists on that exact VIN and it requires a free dealer repair. Basically, the current owner just hasn't bothered to do it yet. Second is Recall Incomplete, remedy not yet available. This means a safety defect has been identified, but the manufacturer is still waiting on parts or repair protocols. Honestly, you might want to just walk away from that one. And third, Number of open recalls, 0. This is exactly what you want to see. It means there are no active recalls or any previous ones were successfully fixed.
But let's pause for a second and ask a really serious question. What actually happens if a critical safety recall is never fixed? Well, if a manufacturer issues a recall for, say, a faulty Takata airbag or a failing braking system, and that car is sold to you without that being disclosed, you are stepping into a ticking time bomb. Unresolved defects lead to preventable catastrophic accidents on the highway, and they can entangle you in some incredibly complex personal injury claims down the road.
Moving on to Section 4, Practical Tips and Insights.
And this brilliantly illustrates why cross-referencing your data is absolutely vital. Think of vehicle databases kind of like slices of Swiss cheese. Each one has holes, right? But when you stack them together, nothing gets through. For example, NICB VIN check is totally free and great for spotting stolen vehicles, but only for member insurers. NMVTIS costs just a few bucks and is federally mandated to catch title washing across all 50 states. Carfax or AutoCheck, they cost a bit more and rely on voluntary reporting to catch accidents and service history. And finally, NHTSA is free and covers your open safety recalls. Combining them weaves a super tight safety net that just stops fraud in its tracks.
Okay, Section 5, Real-Life Examples and Case Studies.
Let's vividly contrast two very real outcomes here. In outcome A, the buyer skips the VIN check because they're in a rush. They purchase what they think is a totally clean vehicle. Months later, they discover hidden salvage history, a rolled-back odometer, and a severe open airbag recall. They are out thousands of dollars, and they're driving a really dangerous car. Now, look at outcome B. This buyer takes just a few minutes to run NICAB, NMVTIS, and NHTSA. They detect a mismatched VIN plate between the door and the dashboard, and they find an unresolved defect in the database. So they walk away immediately, saving themselves thousands of dollars and a massive headache. A quick VIN check truly empowers you against auto fraud.
Which brings us to Section 6, Conclusion and Next Steps. Let's move to and see how this builds into your ultimate pre-purchase checklist. First, always verify the 17-character VIN matches exactly across the dash, the door, and the title document. Second, run that exact VIN through the NHTSA database for open safety recalls. Third, layer your search. Run the free NICB tool and just pay the $3 to $13 for an NMVTIS report to catch cross-state title washing. And finally, remember that a digital history report never replaces human eyes. Always schedule an independent inspection with a trusted mechanic before handing over a single dime.
As we wrap up today, just a mandatory professional disclaimer. The information provided in this explainer is accurate based on our source materials, but it is not a substitute for professional advice. Always conduct your own due diligence and consult automotive or legal professionals if you are ever in doubt. Ultimately, you must take responsibility for your purchase.
Which leaves us with one final provocative question. The data is out there. It's sitting in these federal and industry databases just waiting for you to access it. Are you ready to uncover your car's true history before you buy? Take these tools, use them, empower yourself, and drive off the lot with absolute peace of mind. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep learning, and hey, happy car hunting!